everybody, and welcome back to another great edition of my Guru Room Show. For the Guru Room Show today, we got two very special guests. They've been on my show before. Logan's been on a couple times. Brayden's been on once, and I'm really looking forward to having them both back on at the same time to talk about their podcasts. I'm talking about Brayden Noble and Logan Allen. I am Rocco Cross. I am the host at Stutters. I am the host of the Guru Room, and my interview with Brayden and Logan will be coming up very soon. This is my Guru Room, and welcome to my nightmare state. Okay, welcome back to Guru. Logan, I think this is your third time. Brayden, I think it's your second. So thanks for taking time out and coming on the show.
Yeah, man. Thanks for having us on, dude. It's been a minute.
Yeah, we're super excited.
Yeah.
Definitely. So, like, the first thing I wanted to ask you guys is that you both have a podcast that's out, but before we talk about the podcast, I wanted to ask, how did you guys first become friends?
Yeah, it's a funny story.
I'll take the reins on this one for a second
for
here. So I just started my acting career a little bit over a year ago, kind of around the time we had our first interview. And my photographer, JC, you my man.
JC Stewart. I love that guy, man.
Yo, dude, JC's reached out. He told me you needed to get some new headshots, man.
I know. I need to reach out to my guy, man. He's great. He's great. Love JC.
Yeah, but me and Logan live in the same town, so he told me about Logan, and I was like, wow, I need to meet this guy. And then, funny enough, I got a job back at my old job, Gators Dockside, and the guy I was working with that night happened to be one of his best friends. So I said, "Give me." And then, he answered my text, and we've chatted back and forth since.
Yeah, man. Yeah, mutual friends. My boy Cody is our mutual friend, and my boy Cody got me talking with Brayden, and it's one of the best things I think for both of us. We both have just common interests, not in just the acting industry, but life in general. We view a lot of things in the same way, which I think is why this podcast is so much fun and why it's doing pretty well and pretty successful so far.
Yeah.
Just because I think people, see that we bounce off of each other so well. We have that chemistry. And that's so important when you have a podcast, to bounce off one another. And yeah, it's just this hanging out with this guy is so much fun. And we actually just watched the movie today for this week's podcast, which is Cocaine Bear, which was an experience.
Oh my God, yes.
Yeah, that was something
exciting.
Bro. That was something else.
It was something.
When I first heard the name of the title of this movie, I was like, all right, and do I take this seriously? So I'm gonna actually see it. I think this weekend I'm gonna go see it. But how was the movie? Was it worth it?
I would say it's worth it. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
it's a good watch, but I mean, it's never gonna. If you go in there with the expectations we did, you'll have a great time. You'll have a fantastic time. It was great.
It's a comedy. It's very self-aware. It knows what it is, and it like sticks with that. It doesn't try to be serious. It doesn't try to be some Oscar-worthy movie. It literally is just Cocaine Bear. It's a bear that does cocaine for 2 hours. So it's interesting, dude. And people get their arms ripped off, and it's interesting, bro. A lot of gore. If I know this is a horror podcast, so anybody watching that's loves gore, loves the Saw movies, Hostage, all those types, then yeah, you're going to definitely love Cocaine Bear. But just go in just knowing that you're going to, laugh for 2 hours, and it's going to be kind of ridiculous. A lot of over the top stuff, but it's a very self-aware movie. So it's funny. It's good. It's definitely
absolutely
worth it.
I mean, with the name like that, I don't think anyone should go into the movie seriously. Thinking that the actors are going to win Oscars and stuff like Logan said. And
Yeah,
it's true, man.
Very family friendly. Like, as stupid as that sounds, it's just really like it's a fun movie.
It depends on the family. Depends on the family.
Yeah.
So the podcast that you both have, what's the name of the podcast, and what do you guys do for it?
You want me to take this one? I'll take this one.
Yeah, I'll let you take this one.
Oh yeah, it's called Actors POV. Basically, it's just me and Brayden sitting down talking about movies and acting stuff for like 2 hours. You can find us on YouTube and Spotify. Those are our two platforms right now under the name Actors POV. And yeah, man, we always do a movie review every week, and then we dive into acting news. And then the third segment's always kind of a toss up. Sometimes we'll do rankings. Sometimes we'll just talk about different topics. How we approach a scene. One coming up that we're going to do is method acting. We're going to dive into what our thoughts are on that.
Oh, wow.
What we think about that kind of stuff. So it's just a bunch of different things. We actually just laid out our kind of, schedule that we're going to do, like, of topics for the next couple months. So we have a lot of fun stuff on the way. And then this upcoming week is going to be, I believe, the Oscar predictions we're going to do. So we're going to go through all the Oscar nominations, and we're going to kind of, say, this is what we, think about this. This is who we think should have been nominated, who we think should win, who we think is going to win, stuff like that. So it's going to be a fun episode. That's just going to be fully Oscar talk. So it's going to be pretty cool, man. But yeah, this is just a podcast that's two actors sit down and we give our, different opinions on different topics.
And we're actors POV, baby.
Actors POV, exactly. So you listen to the podcast to hear our point of view on different acting related topics, and it's really fun. And especially since we both are at totally different points in our journey, and and have had different experiences in the industry. So it's really cool to hear our different opinions and our different perspectives on the same topic.
Yeah.
Wow. Okay.
That was the script printed like, up over there.
Yeah.
That was everything in one. Because I was going to ask, the podcast is just you guys reviewing movies, but it's a little bit about everything. That's awesome. I love it.
Yeah. And another thing we do too is, we let the audience kind of, suggest different topics they want us to hit too. So like I said, we do the movie review, the acting news, and then that third segment is pretty much up to the audience. So, we have an Instagram, Actors POV Pod. And on there, you guys can DM us and let us know what type of topics you want us to hit, and we'll do it, or whatever movie you guys want us to watch too, because there's the movie list this year is insane. I mean, this, dude. It's like there's so many good films coming out. A lot of good horror movies. I know Boogeyman looks amazing. Scream 6.
God, yes.
There's some really good ones out there, dude.
We were watching the Evil Dead Rising trailer today.
That looks so good.
It was so good. It looks so good.
Yes.
Yeah, I was so shocked. We were like, yo, we might actually have to do an episode on that one.
There was some gnarly stuff, dude. I mean, the cheese grate. Oh my God. Dude, I was like, God. Bringing back some Saw memories, dude. So it's a good list this year. So we're both really excited.
Wow. Yeah, because Scream 6 is like, I'm curious to see how they're gonna do it without the main girl in it.
Neve Campbell,
yeah. So I'm really curious to see how this is gonna go without her, because every movie always goes back to her. Because the killer always is looking for her, always wants to stalk her, so it always goes around her. Like, even in the last Scream movie, it didn't mainly focus on her, but it had a connection with her. So I'm really curious to see what they're gonna do, if they're gonna spite her because she wanted more money and like announce that they killed her. Like, I don't.
You never know how meta Scream's gonna get. You know what I mean? You never know how self-aware it's gonna be. But one thing I've heard, I know you heard this too, because you're into it. Number one, there was apparently spoilers online on Twitter, which I don't know. I didn't see the spoilers, but they might have did that on purpose. I'm just saying they might have done that on purpose, because Scream can do the weird like that. Another thing too, I think Stu might come back.
Really?
I think Stu.
Oh yeah, we were actually talking.
We were talking about no. Just think about this for a second.
He's got a good theory.
Stu was the only killer out of all the films that never got shot in the head after he died. He got the TV that fell on his face. It's obviously like it's some that actually, dude, those box TVs are like 50 pounds or more, probably more than 50, like 70 pounds. If it falls on your face and electrocutes you, you're dead. But this is a movie we're talking about, and he was the only killer that didn't get shot in the head. So I'm just saying, man, it's possible. And we watched a movie. I don't know if you know that channel or not. Mike and Jay, and I know some of your viewers have for sure. They've spoken on that a little bit, especially Mike. He's pretty big on that theory, and he thinks he's going to come back in the 7th film, but they might do like a post-credit scene that kind of nudges it a little bit. Because I mean, think about it, in the trailer, and me and Brayden were talking about this. you have that big room of all the old like props and stuff from the films.
Yes,
So cool.
That's
So
literally
cool.
my
I
favorite
know,
part of
that's
the whole trailer.
insane.
And and then you have the mask that the killer uses. It's the old mask. It's the mask from the original. I'm just saying, bro. All the signs are pointing towards Stu, so it's gonna be. I don't know. I'm just saying. We'll see. We'll see.
I like that. Like they could definitely do a post credit scene and show a quick glimpse of like Stu putting the mask on or something, and then that leads to the seventh film.
Because in the trailer, the Ghostface also says, you've never seen a Ghostface like me, so that might not be Stu, but
Well, yeah.
But the theory is that Stu's kind of controlling all these people, kind of like the mastermind almost. And then that would be great if at the end of Scream 6, you see the back of his head, or someone put a mask on. You're like, oh, here we go. You know what I mean? Just something to get the audience coming back for a seventh film. So we'll see how it goes.
Oh my God, I love that.
Yeah, man.
You're getting me even more excited for the film.
That's what I'm saying. So me and Brayden are going to do an episode on that too. When the film comes out, we'll do a whole review on Scream. So it's going to be fun.
Oh, I will definitely watch it. Like,
yeah,
awesome.
For sure,
yeah,
man,
no.
For sure. And the last time, like when we were talking online, Logan, like we were gonna do a we were gonna do an interview about what we thought of Halloween Ends, and I don't know if Brayden saw it yet too. So I want to get your guys' thoughts on Halloween Ends.
You should have been there when the movie came out. This man right here was so unhappy.
So was I.
Like, I think it was the closest I'm gonna see to a Gators game until I actually am there with him. That was like,
I'm very, very passionate about Halloween, dude. Listen, I respect what David Gordon Green and them were trying to do. I love David as a director and as a guy. I've met him a few times. He's awesome. And I like that they did something different, and they didn't just do the same beats as the first two films in their trilogy, but they made it was like a romance movie. It was like a Hallmark film.
Oh my
Michael
God,
Myers
I know, right?
So like when you do that, it just and listen, it would be okay as an anthology film, but this is the final movie with Laurie Strode.
Yes.
It's supposed to wrap it up. And to be honest, this movie might have been better accepted if it was maybe Halloween 2018 or if it was Halloween Kills.
Absolutely.
But this is the wrap up. This is the big wrap up. And then you have that little battle at the end where she, spoiler alert, if you haven't seen it yet, where, she cuts Michael's arteries and then they throw him in the
she dominates him though.
Yeah,
that's the problem. She destroys him.
Yeah, exactly. She
after never destroying him ever. Like that.
Dude, and then remember the I forgot the guy's name. Roman Campbell's character, the one guy. He like fought Michael and threw him on the ground and beat him up. It's like, don't make our guy look vulnerable. That's like Superman.
Who are you?
You know what I mean? Come on, bro. But overall, it was good. Like I said, I like that they did something different, but it just didn't hit home for me, especially for the final movie out of a trilogy like that.
Yeah, no. Like I watched that movie in the theater, and as soon as like when Laurie's battling Michael, she's like dominating him, slicing his arteries. I remember saying, "What the fuck am I watching?" I said really real loud in the theater, and everyone's like looking at me.
It's true. And what's crazy is Halloween 2018 and Halloween Kills are two of my favorite Halloween movies. I mean, people hate on Halloween Kills, but I loved it. I thought it was exactly what it was trying to go for.
Yeah, exactly.
And it was great. It was not supposed to be some great storyline. It was just Michael going crazy, which is what we wanted. And then Halloween Ends was like, but
you just reversed everything that you just did.
I would have loved exactly. I would have loved to see them die together. That would have been the way to do it.
Yes, that's what I was hoping for.
And because think about it, they always talked about fate. That's the fate. They're supposed to die together. I don't know. I'll stop. But
I mean, like in Halloween Kills, like Laurie Strode was basically talking about how Michael needed to transcend, and it has to do with her. And I was like, I already know what's going to happen. Halloween Ends, Michael and her are going to kill one another. That's how it's finally going to end, because the only way Michael could die is probably if he knows that Laurie's going to die with him.
Right.
But no.
Didn't go that way.
Let's screw a good story, right?
Yeah, it was not my favorite, but I would have loved, like I said, to see that in an anthology movie. seeing Corey, that's his name, Corey. Seeing Corey
Corey.
slowly go into madness would have been a great anthology movie. But just take out Michael Myers doesn't even need to be in this movie. It almost hurt the movie that he was in it. You know what I mean?
Exactly.
Like I was more interested in Corey and that whole thing, and his relationship with Andy Matichek's character and all that. Like that would have been a great anthology film, just taking place in Haddonfield, but they didn't do that.
They put all of Michael's scenes in the trailer.
I know.
He had 5 minutes of runtime.
He was in it for such a small amount of time. You saw everything in the trailer, bro. Besides the final fight, and then you're like, wow.
That's why I don't watch the trailers. That's it.
Yeah. I honestly didn't think that was going to be all of his scenes in that trailer. Well, except them tying him up to a car and driving him to a dumpster.
Like a parade. Yeah. People they're throwing out candy to all the people at Haddonfield. Yeah, it was interesting, man. I feel like I said, I respect it. I love David Gordon Green as a director, and he is doing the new not Conjuring, doing the new Exorcist remake, which is awesome. And cool. One of my friends is actually going to be the main girl in it. Really? So yeah, she's killing it, man. Big shout out to her. She's awesome, great actress, and was in Night Books and a lot of other good stuff, man. So she's awesome, and also a lot of the Sweet Magnolias crew went straight from filming season 3 of Sweet Magnolias to filming The Exorcist. So like they literally went from one project to the other, and everybody was telling me how excited they were because they started filming the week after Sweet Magnolias got done wrapping for season 3. So they jumped right to that project, and everybody was talking about it, telling me about it. I was like, let's go, baby. It hyped me up, man. And like I said, she's incredible, and I'm really excited to see it, man, because David Gordon Green, he's such a good director, especially with Halloween 2018. He kept it grounded and just, really stayed true to the character of Michael. So I'm really excited to see what he does with the Exorcist remake. Even though I'm a fan of the original, but I'm not like a diehard fan. I think it's a good film. So I would like to see them take more risks and do some fun stuff in this new film, and it wouldn't bother me as much, other than like what they did with Michael. I like to see them kind of experiment a little bit with this remake, so it should be pretty interesting. And David Gordon Green is going to do a great job with that. Also, David, if you need someone in the sequels, the rest of the trilogy, I'm here. I'm just saying,
exactly.
Like, I am him.
Call your boy up.
Him.
For real.
I am
definitely. I mean, that when you were on set and everyone was talking about this movie, you were probably like, do they know that I'm a big horror fan too? And there's what the hell? Like I'm right here.
They did. Yeah, no, they did. We had some. No, and what's crazy is too, a lot of the crew members were big horror fans and big fans of the movie, so they were just so excited to get onto it. And I was fanboying, man. I was excited. I was excited, man, to see them excited. It's really cool. And they just wrapped a couple weeks ago or last week or something like that. So cool. It's really cool, man. They're all I love that crew so much, and I know they had an absolute blast filming it. So I'm excited.
Okay.
Yeah.
I don't know if you both saw it. Like, did you guys get a chance to, there's 2 horror movies, recent ones that I actually liked, was Smile and Megan. Like I thought Megan was a nice little twist to it. I don't know if you both saw those 2 or not.
I saw part of Smile, but I didn't see Megan at all. I heard it was really good though.
Yeah, it wasn't like horror, but I mean, nothing was
psychological kind of thing. Yeah. A thriller.
Yeah, I didn't see either. I need to get to them, man. Because Megan came out when we were doing season 3, so I didn't have a chance to go see that in theaters. And then Smile came out. I love the promotion that they did with like putting people, like actresses that are like just smiling in the back
and,
of
like baseball games and stuff.
Yeah,
I was like, whoa.
dude. I was like, all right, I see y'all, but I haven't seen it. I know Megan's also Blumhouse. So I love Blumhouse. Yeah, Blumhouse is awesome. So I need to get around to it, man. I haven't had the time.
And you know what's actually really funny? Logan's my one friend. We're very similar. Like you'll be like, "Oh, have you seen this movie?"
Yeah.
No,
no,
I haven't. And Logan is the one guy who's like that with me. He's like,
Yeah.
you haven't seen this either? I was like, no. He's like, oh, God, thank you. Thank God.
There's so many classics that neither of us have seen. It's weird too because we're actors, but like, you know, there's so many movies out there. And you know what's funny, Brayden? I was thinking about this. There's so many people that are the same way. Like, you know, that new trend on TikTok where it's like the stop, you know, it's like the two movies and it's like stop recording until you haven't seen either film.
Yes.
And then you see it all the time and it's like, we're not the only ones, you know what I mean?
Yeah, we're not
even though it is kind of our
man.
job, we're not the only ones. It makes us feel a little better. So
well, if you watch our top 10, we have a very like we don't have a certain genre. You know what I mean? I feel like that's why we haven't seen it. You know what I mean? We'll watch anything. We'll sit there and watch Moana for 2 hours. I love Moana.
I will gladly watch Moana, dude. I love Moana, bro. That's dude, any like, dude, don't even get me started. Like, just Pixar movies, dude. Give me some Pixar movies and I'll go and watch, you know, like Saul right after, you know. That's my thing, dude. I'll watch whatever, you know. Throw some rom-coms my way. Give me some Ryan Reynolds, dude. Some Ryan Seacrest, whatever you have.
That's the first person I thought of. That's funny.
Seriously, bro.
Yeah, that was a little off topic, but I just had to say it. I thought it was we're
And but you know what? I'm glad that we do because I think as you know actors, you obviously want to be as versatile as you can be when it comes to you know doing different genres. So the fact that we can sit there and watch all these different movies means we can kind of tap into them a little more when we do auditions and stuff like that. So yeah, we love it, man. I whatever movie's out there, if it like I said, it's not a specific genre, but if the story really intrigues me, I'm gonna go watch it for sure. But horror is my number one genre, I think.
Yo,
sure.
I have to do a Bollywood episode.
Yeah. Some wild stuff, bro. Go for it. I'd love to see that. I'd love to see that.
Yeah, that didn't Rock voice someone on that movie you were just talking about?
Moana.
Like,
man.
It was Rock,
he was
right?
Maui.
Yeah, Maui, dude. What a guy, dude. He could sing, bro. He has some vocals.
He's got some pipes.
It's weird. He really does. He killed it, man. His part. That's a good movie, man. If you guys haven't seen it, go watch it. I don't care if you're a horror fan or not. Trust me, you'll like it. You'll like it. Just channel your like.
Right there.
It is my favorite animated movie. It is. It's a good one, dude. Good one.
Well,
I feel like I'm like a 7-year-old girl watching it. I just sing all the songs, and it's great. You know, it's awesome.
Well, if you guys ever saw The Rock wrestle, like when he did his in-ring work when he got on the microphone, there were a few times where he actually sang when he was wrestling. Like he would do a promo on one of the wrestlers and he would like sing, like he said, "This is Sing Along with The Rock" and all that stuff.
Yeah, I've seen actually a lot of those. One where you're singing to Vicky Guerrero. He was making fun of her. Dude, it's the funniest. Logan, you have to watch it. It's the
no, I've seen
thing,
it,
bro.
and that wouldn't be on TV today.
Well,
no. Nope, not happening. Dude, no, I've seen it. No, this was some funny. Dude, The Rock was such a good wrestler, bro. Yes. But that was kind of before my era. My era of The Rock was like when he returned and he had the we were talking about this, me and Brayden, when he had the WrestleMania matches with John Cena.
And they
had I don't know, I forgot how many they had, but I know they did one and they had a rematch.
2 back-to-back.
Yeah, and I remember like begging my parents to watch it on pay-per-view. I was like, just give me it, Mom. I just want to watch it.
Come on, Mom.
It was worth it, dude. Those are good matches. Those are really good matches between John Cena and The Rock.
They were really good.
Literally. That's what I'm saying, bro. That's what I'm saying. It was good stuff, man.
So who did you guys cheer for during that feud? Was it Rock or Cena?
I gotta tell you, never give up. I was a big Cena guy. Hustle, respect, loyalty.
Really?
Hustle, respect, loyalty.
I was definitely a Cena guy because I didn't know who The Rock was. That was in 2012. I was in like first grade. I didn't know because The Rock kind of went away from that and he like went like his movie career, did Tooth Fairy and all those, you know, and he came back all of a sudden for this big rematch. And, you know, me, I was big, like, you know, Rey Mysterio, Randy Orton guy. And Christian, we were talking about that. Christian was like one of my favorites. So underrated, dude. Yeah. Everybody talks about Edge, but dude, Christian, dude. Oh my God. Captain Chemistry or whatever it was? Or Captain Charisma. Captain Charisma. What a guy, bro. What a guy. But no, those are my wrestlers. And I like John Cena too, but he was kind of like everybody's pick. But I didn't know who The Rock was. I was like, who's this? You know, this dude's big, but John Cena's my guy, you know? So I had to cheer for John Cena there. But those are really good matches.
Okay.
They really were.
Yeah.
what about Jericho, Chris Jericho? Were you ever a fan of him?
Chris Jericho, I'm gonna give you a hot take here. I think Chris Jericho is like a top 5 wrestler of all time.
Oh,
like
definitely.
all around. He's just been a part of like all the companies, like New Japan, AEW, WWE now. He's won so many belts. He's good technically on the mic. He's just, man, that guy is it.
Oh, I know.
I hated him. I hated Chris
That's
Jericho.
why
I
he's
couldn't
so
stand
good.
him. I guess, but then you can make the same argument for like the Miz.
I love the Miz.
Yeah, of course you do. There you go. That makes sense. I couldn't
think
stand the
The
Miz
Miz is
either,
like-
bro.
The Miz is right behind The Rock for like best on the mic of all time, dude. The Miz is
Okay.
nasty
He was good on the
to
mic.
me.
He was
Yeah.
good on the mic. I agree.
He's like, I freaking hate you.
Yeah,
Logan,
we're not doing any more
didn't like
episodes.
when-
Podcast is canceled.
You didn't like when Chris Jericho got his pen up in the air and said, "You just made the list."
You just made the list.
Oh my
Yo,
god,
that's-
dude. Dude, you're like really like bringing me back. You're bringing me back, bro. Yeah, Chris Jericho. Chris Jericho's boots always looked way too big for his body. That's one thing
His
I
body.
specific. Do you remember that? It's not just me,
Yes.
or his feet looked weird. They look too small. I don't know what it was, dude. But I remember
Dude,
looking at
I
Chris
don't
Jericho. I was like,
know.
something's off with his proportions
Yo,
on this
his
dude.
boots were
It ain't
too
right.
big for him.
I think that's what it was, dude. He kept sliding out of him and stuff.
Oh
what
my
it was,
gosh.
bro.
I was at WrestleMania, I think it was 34, where him and I'm pretty sure that was when him and KO fought. It was super awesome.
Yes.
Super
Yes.
cool. Yeah.
That was such a
Super.
great feud. They were like the best of friends, and
Yeah.
were in the ring, and Jericho threw him a celebration for friendship, and then Owens turned on him.
Yeah. Yeah, there you go. And then he's gone from the company, and I was like, what? Where did you go?
Bro dipped. Yep.
Well, yeah, because
Well, I
I
found
that's when he
out.
left with his band. Then
Yeah, well, I found out they were supposed to be pushed for the main event that year. And then because they didn't think it was going to be a big draw, they had KO lose to Goldberg, and they
Yeah.
set that up.
yeah,
And so Jericho was kind of like, this is bullshit. And then, like you said, with his band, he's like, I'm going to go be a rock star. And then
yeah,
dipped. And then
Grew out his hair. Yeah.
Yep.
yeah.
All that, bro.
Oh, got like last year I was on Jericho's Cruise. It was like the best
Really?
experience I ever had.
I remember you telling me about that. Yeah, dude.
Yes, it was so much fun. Like, oh my god, like they had wrestling matches on the cruise. They had bands playing
That's
and
so cool.
games, and it was crazy. And all the wrestlers were walking all over the ship, and you go to sit down to have dinner, and like Jericho's sitting at the table next to you, or Jake the Snake Roberts or someone like that.
Oh, that's dope. That's actually
That's
really
super
cool, bro.
Yeah.
Love that, dude.
Yeah.
That would have been oh my god, I'd be flipping out,
I know childhood me is screaming.
dude. For
hearing
real,
that.
that's so cool. That's so cool.
Well, he has that cruise every year, and
Wow.
if you guys want to go to that, he has it again in 2024. So
Hey, me and Brayden, we could do a live podcast from the
There you
ship,
go.
bro.
I was about to say, from the
Yeah,
ship.
dude, have Jericho on. Come on now.
I know Jericho would probably do it too, because he actually is a fan of Stranger Things, and you were
Oh,
part of
okay.
the show. So
Yeah, he's
know,
gonna
you
be like, I
never
don't want to do
know.
the podcast with the kid that threw the milkshake on 11. He doesn't want that. Doesn't want that. No, that's cool though. No, yeah, that's a good idea, bro.
He was
'Cause we were
like,
talking
"You were
about
the
that.
one I didn't like.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah, the one
yeah.
guy I can't stand. Yeah.
Oh no, that's you.
Yeah, exactly. See the smile disappear.
Yeah, exactly. I, I mean, there's like some fans that don't know how to separate the character from the person. Like, did anyone ever come up to you and say, "I can't stand you. You're an asshole"?
Yeah, so it's weird, bro. There was
You see Sweet Kyle on Sweet Magnolia.
yeah, it's like the total
this
opposite
guy's a
person.
dick.
Yeah, exactly.
This guy's an asshole now.
Yeah, weirdly there was some of those people, but that's just expected.
Well, yeah,
But there was actually a big group that was like defending me, dude. Because like there was these like TikTok edits and stuff of me throwing a milkshake on 11, and then they have like thousands and hundreds of thousands of likes and stuff, and thousands of comments. I was going through them just to see, And there were some people, that would say something like, oh, this kid's stupid or whatever, to make fun of me. And then there was like people under it, like that was defending me. I was like, oh, that's cool, man. That's cool to see. And then I had people on my Instagram too that talk crap. And then a lot of people came back to my defense. I was like, it's just like, that stuff doesn't bother me, but it's just cool to see, that people actually, there are people like, I guess the majority of people out there can separate the character.
They're arguing over you, man.
Which is cool. I know, man. It's tough out here. It's tough. But no, I was expecting a lot more hate actually. But I think Elodie, the main girl, because I was kind of like the side bully. She was like the main bully. She, I think, got a lot more.
Okay.
That's where it gets rough. I hid behind her. She was my shield.
Unscathed.
That's what I hid behind her.
That's how it is, bro.
It's got out unscathed.
Exactly. Not a cut.
I mean, I don't know, Logan. I've been seeing you at the gym now doing weights, so I don't think you have to hide behind no one anymore. Like,
listen, man,
you're starting to get your muscles now.
Look, so Brayden is huge. Okay, this dude's big. We made a pact. I told him don't post any shirtless pics on your Instagram where the podcast is done, because he can't be taking all the girls. I already told him that. So, we made that pact. So I'm trying to get like him. I'm trying to get up there. You know what I mean? But I'm 5'6", 120. So it's kind of hard. It's kind of hard. My guy's over here like 140. I don't know what you are, dude, to be honest, but he's probably more than 140.
I'm 207 right now.
Jesus. Okay.
Oh my
there you
God,
go. So
really?
he's pure muscle, and that's insane. This dude's a unit.
Yeah, no. Yeah.
Get him on the defensive line.
Get him on let me be a tight end.
For real.
Or like running back. I'm too short to be a tight end. I'll be running back.
That's true. Wouldn't be able to moss anybody.
No, it's actually funny. We were gonna go to the gym today, but traffic and stuff. We ran behind.
Dude, traffic was terrible.
Terrible.
No. That cocaine bear traffic was something else.
That cocaine bear. Everyone's lining up. Lining up.
Trying to get all the tickets, dude. Crazy stuff. They were doing cocaine in the queue lines and everything.
Hey, they have to push the film, so I guess that's what they have to do.
That was their marketing. Yeah, that was their marketing, just dropping bags of cocaine out of the sky. That's what they were going for. That's what they're going for.
You see a bunch of crazy people running in the street.
Relocating bears crazy. Everywhere.
Dude, could you imagine they just drop off a bear at a movie theater? Oh, dude, that'd be gold.
Yeah,
that's marketing on a different level.
I don't think a lot of people would last. So you drop a bear in the movie theater on some cocaine, on drugs.
Yeah, that's different.
Into the theater. Lock the doors.
It's 4D, guys. It's 4D. Yeah. It'd be wild.
But I guess Brayden, you're the one that got Logan to go with you now to the gym. Like you're the one that motivated him.
Man. No, he was going with his brother, and it was funny. I actually saw them when I was going my own separate time, and I ended up seeing him there. And I was like, "What's up, man?" And then today we were just chatting about it. We were like, "Yeah, we should actually start going, together consecutively more."
We've never really gone together. Actually, now that I think about it, I go with my older brother. Man, that's my guy, and it's just
nice.
He's like a big gym guy. Like he's been going to the gym for over 10 years now. So he's a big dude. He's big, so he's kind of helping me out with everything. But Brayden, I definitely need to go with him more for sure.
We'll do a whole little vlog on it.
Yeah, dude.
Yeah, definitely.
Do it.
You have to put down the sets that you do and what kind of food you're eating, and if you're dieting or
that diet stuff's crazy, man. Dude, you hear the stories of all these superheroes. Like, okay, number one, they're on steroids, right? They gotta look big, obviously, but not just that. Like they still have to keep like a lean physique because you can do steroids and be fat. You know what I mean? Like if you don't work out and if you take steroids, you actually get fat.
Well,
it's really bad.
Exactly.
Like really bloated. So it's crazy, dude. The diets that they go on, it's like literally just chicken and rice for months and months, and like no sugar. Like it's just pure water. There's no sugar, dude. And that's free, and that's just for some of the small roles I've heard. Like when it comes to these big superheroes like Thor and Chris Hemsworth and all them, I'm sure it's even worse. Because what I'm talking about is just usually these smaller actors on these smaller projects that like eat like that to look lean. So I couldn't imagine what all these superheroes have to go through, because that's something else, man.
Oh, wow.
Crazy. So I eat what I want. I just work out to just get stronger. Cause like
Well, yeah.
I can't get too big either because I'm always playing like the scrawny kid. So I can't show up to set and then be, 5'6", 205. You know what I mean? That'd be bad. Like Liver King type stuff. We can't be doing that. Show with a
Liver
beard and
King.
everything. Yeah. Primals. So yeah, we need to be careful about that. So I just go to the gym just to kind of get stronger. That's pretty much all I do. So
okay, well, yeah, you don't want to lose your roles.
that's what I'm saying. Yeah, man, we don't want any of that. That'd be something else. I come on the set, they're like, "Who's this man?"
Yeah, I know. Who's this Jack guy? Like, is this Logan?
Yeah.
Wait, you're not supposed to be this big.
Literally, dude. That's what I'm saying.
Oh my god. And Brayden, like, you also do songs. Like, what's like the most current song you have out?
The last bunch of music we put out was the EP and the single. Kind of put that out together. It was kind of like trying to build some traction to the EP with the single. I'm doing a few different projects with a few different people.
Okay.
Yeah, some of the more stuff with the guy I made music with. His name is Gemstone. Real name is Matthew Kluge. He's an awesome guy, man. Actually, Logan got to meet him.
Oh, sweet.
Yeah, they got to introduce each other a little bit. But he's so talented, dude, and he's like a videographer, and but he also does the editing for all of the music and even his videography stuff. But he's blowing up right now. Like I've been seeing him at like different events every other weekend filming and stuff, and he's always working on projects. And we're literally just talking about it. We're like, we got to go for round 2. We got to do it again because it's just so nostalgic for us. So, we were like, we're going to step back up to the plate. But I do have stuff coming out. It's actually really funny. For a short film that I have coming up, we're making an original song for it. So we will have that coming out. Yeah, I'm going to be singing the track for it. So.
Oh, sweet. That's awesome.
Yeah. So I guess that's the next current song, but we do have stuff in the works.
Nice.
Yeah.
And Logan, like, your Twitch is awesome. Like, you don't only play video games, but you also do like hard, like, I saw the Halloween special you did on Twitch, and like, it's not only you playing video games, like, you mix everything. You do Q&As with the fans. So how did you start doing that for Twitch? Because isn't Twitch like just a gaming thing, and you added all that stuff, right?
I just like breaking the rules, yeah, it pretty much is gaming kind of oriented, but I just hop on. I play a game every stream. Like, actually, a little bit after this interview, I'm gonna hop on and do a stream later tonight. But I always play a video game, and before and after the game, I just chat with fans. It's just an easy way to interact with everybody. You know what I mean? Like, because when I think about it, you look at you look at all these celebrities and you look at the comments, and it's always, I wish this person would interact with their fans more. And it's like, I just want to interact with as many people as I can. And I mean, talk with as many people as I can, because, the fans, they mean so much to me. I mean, it really does. Like, they've put me where I'm at now. I wouldn't be anything without them. And the least I can do is literally just talk with them. You know what I mean? Like, it's the least I can do. And that's the reason I've done Twitch, YouTube, this podcast with Brayden, is because I want to bring content to these people. I want to entertain them. I want to give them a gift with every, click on, whatever I do. So I'm just trying to get as much content out there and entertain my fans and give them, it's kind of a thank you almost. Because, that's number one, the reason I started my YouTube, which was the first form of social media I started, was because the fans were really wanting it. I mean, my entire fan base was calling out, we want a YouTube. And because I would always talk about acting stuff on my Instagram lives, which I love doing as well. And they were like, dude, just do a YouTube, just do a Twitch, just have fun with it. And I was like, all right, bet. So that's why I kind of started all that. And it just became kind of a tradition now. And I've had such a good time doing it. I mean, you always see these YouTubers and streamers, and you're like, man, I want to do that too. That's what kind of got me into it. So it's just an easy way for me to interact with my fans and get to talk to them on a weekly basis, because I think that's just so important, because the least I can do is that. These people, like I said, man, they support me. They let me do what I do, and do what I love. So
Mhm.
the least I can do is just kind of give them content and make them laugh and let them
Mhm.
enjoy themselves. So yeah, I do have a YouTube and I got a Twitch, and then I have my podcast with Brayden. So those are kind of my three main socials I'm playing around with.
Oh wow.
Yeah, man.
Like that's what I like about you, because you got like a big fan base, and you're not one of those, you're not one of the like stars to not care about the fan or talk to them. Like, you always take time out to talk to the fans, and you do the Instagram lives, and I've seen the lives you've done, the Instagram lives, the Twitch. Like, you literally stay on for over an hour and just talk to the fans, and that is like really great, because not a lot of stars do that. Like, they'll, if they talk to the fans, it'd probably be like 10 minutes, but like, you go on, you talk to them for an hour, you're very easily uh approachable, because
Mhm.
like that's how I contacted you. I went online on the the Instagram, and I asked you if you wanted to do an interview, and you answered me, and you were like, yeah, sure. And I was like completely shocked. I was like, whoa, like, I actually reached out to a star that actually answered me and said, yeah, he'll do the interview, instead of going through like reps and all that.
Yeah,
Thank you.
I don't think I'm star status yet, but I appreciate that, man. Thank you. No, it's great. I, like I said, I know it means so much to other people, because when I reach out to celebrities and people I look up to, and they
Yeah.
respond, it's really cool, dude.
Well, yeah, exactly.
And it makes you just, number one, your heart starts pumping, you get excited, and then it's so cool to talk to them. So the fact that I can do that for other people is really cool, and it doesn't feel real, to have a following. It just feels weird.
Mhm.
People don't understand. You're a normal person,
Mhm.
and what's crazy is I'm like a F-list celebrity. You know what I mean? Like, I'm not even up there yet. So I can only imagine, what that feeling is for, these A, B, and C list celebrities that you
Sure.
watch on TV all the time. Like, just having millions of followers like that, it feels weird, because everybody's like so normal. Like, when I did Stranger Things,
Yeah.
getting to work with some of the biggest stars on television, Millie
Oh
Bobby
yeah.
Brown, Noah Schnapp, all of them. You see them almost as this symbol, and then you get to meet them in real life and get to sit down, in between scenes, and really get to talk with them just about normal everyday stuff. You realize they're just people,
Oh yeah,
people like you
exactly.
and me. And a lot of people think that they understand that until they actually sit there and talk with these people, and it's like, yeah, this is just an everyday person, that shops at Target, shops at Walmart. You
Yeah.
know what I mean? That gets gas from, Quest. Like, it's just it's all I don't know, there's people, you know what I mean? And
Definitely.
so that's been a really cool experience for me, is getting to understand that that's kind of how the fan base feels. And it's such a privilege to actually be in this position. It's wild stuff, man. Really cool.
'Cause you mentioned like Noah Schnapp. Like, here's a guy, what's he have, 20 million, 30 million followers, and he's going to college, and he's like living in a dorm with a roommate, and walks around campus, goes out to eat in restaurants, and you're like, wow, like 30 million followers, and this guy's
Yeah.
just walking around the street without like a bodyguard, you know?
Yeah, dude, Noah is like the coolest dude ever, bro. Like, I've talked to him quite a bit, and he's just such a chill guy. I mean, he's literally one of the most humble people you'll meet.
Yeah.
Which is it, and that can easily get to your head. You're on
Oh yeah.
Stranger Things.
Yeah,
This is the
exactly.
biggest TV show of all time, maybe behind, Breaking Bad, but it's up there. And it's unreal. You have 30 million followers on
Oh,
Instagram, and have
yeah.
this huge fan base, and the fact that he's so humble and just down to earth is incredible. And he's a really, really good dude. And it was just such a privilege to get to know him and get to talk with him. He's really cool, man. So that's what I aspire to be. And me and Brayden have actually talked about this quite a bit. You know what I mean? Just never losing sight of who you
Yeah.
truly are, because it can happen in this industry. You can
Oh
get so
yeah.
fed up with, because on set, dude, they treat you like you're royalty almost, and it's just like, ugh. But like, and we
Don't
talked
do
about
that.
that, and all
Don't
that
do
can
that.
don't do that. And it can get to your head. You know what I mean? And you see that happen with some people, but not Noah Schnapp. He's a very down to earth guy. Everybody on Stranger Things, Millie, all of them were very sweet and really good to work with.
Oh wow. Well, you and Brayden should be on season 5. You have to contact the Duffers and say, hey, you could bring you and Brayden in. You could be bullies again, and probably like Elle does her psychic powers to kill you both.
Oh, great. Yeah, we can get our
I
heads
love
ripped
it.
off. There you go.
Yeah,
That's what we want to
twist
do.
my head around. And
Yeah.
I'm dying with Logan. That's all that matters.
That's true. That's true. We'll die together.
Yeah, exactly.
Family. Yeah.
Family.
Some Fast and Furious stuff, bro. Yeah, no, that'd be cool.
Man. That would be awesome. Who knows, man? The world
Yeah.
works in weird ways. So
That's true, dude. If you would have told me 5 years ago that I'd be on a couple Netflix shows, I would have probably laughed in your face. And if you told me a Stranger Things, dude, like it still doesn't feel real. Like I don't like watching myself. And
okay.
I've only seen my scenes maybe twice.
Oh,
Like,
okay.
once watching it through, because I watch everything at least once that I'm in. And then the other time I watched it was when I was doing the reaction videos for my YouTube channel. I don't ever watch myself. I don't like doing it. And me and Brayden have once again talked extensively on that. And I think we could even do a segment on that too with the podcast. There you go. Little idea.
There you
little
go.
idea. Yes, sir.
hey,
Um,
coming up with ideas here.
yeah, there you go. But yeah, so I don't really watch it too much, but I forgot where I was going with that. But, there you go. Happens a lot on the
Not watching
podcast. Get used to it.
himself.
Yeah.
I watch him for him. And then
Oh, okay. There you
how
go.
sexy he looks. You know what I'm saying?
That's how it goes. Oh, jeez.
Logan, keep it up, man.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Brayden, you and Logan should do a podcast about, your favorite sports teams. Like Logan's the Bucks, you're the Eagles. So, you could do like a
Yeah.
fun little thing there.
We might get 2 episodes in, and then that might be the end. That might be the end. Well, I don't know. Sports is different, but that would be pretty cool,
That's
man.
true.
Thank you guys so much for tuning in for the
Yeah, we got to come back like 2 times a year just to control our emotions.
Yeah.
That's
You
true.
gotta do, bro.
That's true. Yeah.
But we do talk about sports a little bit on the podcast as well. That's the thing, but we call it actors POV, but we talk about everything. Whatever's really going on, but we mainly focus on acting related stuff.
Well, now that we know the NFL is scripted, it's like there's something in common.
Yeah. Oh, dude, they get the
Just
script
messing
in
up,
July.
man.
You know what I mean? They read it over,
Oh,
and that's how
yeah.
it goes, bro.
Hey, that's what Kelsey was saying it. Jason Kelsey was saying it on new whatever their podcast is. I can't think of the name right now.
New Heights, right?
New Heights. I was about to say New
Oh
Beginnings
my
as well.
God.
New Heights. He was like, the script failed Philly.
The
And I'm
script
like,
failed.
damn it, it did.
Yep.
It got out, so they had to rewrite it.
It might have been a good thing the Eagles didn't win the Super, and I live in Philly because fans were rabid. Like even
Oh, yeah, the city
going
would've probably
into the
burned.
game, like they literally were turning over cars, and the game didn't even start. And the police were all over. You ever go see a bus stop, the glass and all? It's like it's like a bench and the glass is surrounding it.
Oh yeah.
People were standing on the glass and fell right through the glass, got all cut up, broke the bench, turned over cars, set stuff on fire, climbed up
Dude,
poles naked.
It's so funny you
And
mentioned
they didn't
that.
even win.
It's so funny you
And then,
mentioned
yeah,
that because me
at
and
least
Brayden were
in
talking about that.
2017, it made sense.
Yeah.
No, Logan brought that up. He was like, "You already know. It's like a batch of hitman on the world."
Dude, I know. I was cheering for the Eagles to win because I hate the Chiefs because they have the Florida State chant, and I'm a Gator fan. Don't like that little Seminole chant. And I told Brayden, I was like, dude, it's probably best if Philadelphia loses this. I was like, I already know Philly's gonna be popping. They're gonna be throwing Philly cheesesteaks everywhere. It's gonna be bad.
And they were.
They did it anyway. So whatever.
That'd be crazy walking down the street and getting whacked in the head with a
Smacked
Philly
by-
cheesesteak.
Yo,
Like,
could you imagine? Hey, it's free food though, bro. 5 seconds rule, man. Pick that up and eat it.
Hey, yo, what you
You know
got
what I
on
mean?
this?
Exactly. With how expensive food is nowadays, come on now. It's like $20, bro.
Put peppers in this?
Yeah. That's what we're saying. Oh, jeez.
Now, have you both ever been to Philly and had a Philly cheesesteak?
So I've been in Philly, but I actually haven't had a Philly cheesesteak in Philly.
Really? Okay.
I'm slacking.
Okay.
You're not a
I
real
was born
fan.
in Reading. I was born in Reading, so all my family. I know, right? I'm kind of trash. Guys, you can't see me until I come back and have tried a Philly in Philly.
Well,
Podcast is delayed.
If you both come to Philly, I will take you both to a good cheesesteak. I mean, everyone talks about Pat's and Gino's, but there's far better places than them.
Oh, yeah.
I bet that. Hey, you know your stuff, dude. I'm down for that. Yeah, I've never been to Philly, period. And I've never tried.
Okay.
I've tried
Yeah, my
chili.
family lives up there, so
Yeah. So we need to take a trip, bro.
take a trip.
Yeah.
Little trip. Get a Philly in Philly.
Why not?
Exactly. See? And
Do an in-person interview, huh?
Oh,
yeah. You
there
can do an
go.
in-person interview and you could do like a live podcast and
Yeah,
you
same
know,
time.
you could show you both eating a Philly cheesesteak in Philly.
Do a live review. There you go.
Yeah,
bro.
there you go.
Bring on Jalen Hurts.
Yeah.
That's not gonna happen.
Jalen.
See you guys running down the street screaming for Jalen Hurts, right?
Yeah, throwing cheesesteaks at everybody. Yeah,
throwing
flipping cars,
you know?
jumping on the bus stop glass.
Logan, you and Brayden could run up the steps for Rocky, the art
Oh
museum.
Yeah. Let's do it, dude.
It's funny, like only in Philly, like we had so many great fighters, boxers, like real boxers, not actors. And Sylvester Stallone is Sylvester Stallone's the only boxer that has a statue in Philly. Like you got Joe Frazier and a lot of other great boxers that have nothing, and Sylvester Stallone has a Rocky statue in Philly.
Dude, that shows how iconic that is, dude. I mean,
Yeah,
the movie has that much power. That's unreal.
Exactly.
Unreal.
And what would you guys do if you were at a karaoke bar? What would be your song if you guys were going to sing a song together?
Oh, like a duet?
Man.
Yeah.
Logan, what would be our song?
Bro, I don't know, dude. We've never done karaoke before. I'm trying to think of like a duet. I'm trying to think of a duet.
Maybe
dude.
I Can't Fight This Feeling.
What?
I can't fight this feeling any longer.
No,
you know that
bro.
song?
You know what
yeah.
I'm thinking of, dude?
Got
Oh my!
some hard
I'm
eyes
gonna
for
look this
you.
up real quick, bro. I'm gonna look this song up. I don't know the name of it, but I'm gonna find it. So you keep talking. Give me like just a couple seconds.
I was laughing at Logan's face, like what?
Yo,
What, bro?
we could do, Picture by Kid Rock
Yes,
and
with
Sheryl
Kid
Crow.
Rock.
Yo,
Yo,
heard of
you'd
that,
probably
Brayden?
have to play it. You'd probably have to play it, but I would probably not.
Living my life on a slow hill. No?
Oh,
Damn, Logan,
yeah.
Yeah,
okay.
see, we could do it. We could do it.
Logan,
Don't hype me up
Logan
now.
has
Don't hype
some
me up.
chops.
Hold up, bro.
Got some chops there.
Yeah, we
Are we
got
about
got a
to
song.
put out the
Okay.
duet for everyone now?
Yo, we're gonna be doing a song now. We're just gonna do everything, bro. Jesus.
Brayden,
You'll like the Eagles. We'll put out a record. We'll put out the album.
We could do a Christmas album, bro.
Yeah.
Yeah, that'd be fire, bro. Let's do it.
damn, like Brayden, you actually found the next person to do a song with now. I didn't
There
know
you
Logan,
go.
Dude, I
didn't
know.
Logan could sing.
I cannot do a
Yeah.
track with him, dude. He's a really good singer. He's a really good singer. He'd definitely
you're
overshadow
wild,
me.
man.
I can't be doing that. Can't be
You're
doing that.
wild,
Like,
man.
sounds like nails on chalkboard, bro. Sounds like a horse screaming. Can't be having that.
I don't know. I liked your bum.
Yeah. That's what I'm doing the entire song. I'll just be the background. I'll be the beat. That's what I'll do.
There you
That's what
go.
I'll do. No. Jeez, dude. That's great.
Well, I don't want to keep you guys. I know Logan already said he has a Twitch to do and stuff, and I just looked down at the time. We're coming on like an hour, so I didn't want to keep you guys more than that.
You're good, bro. You're good. No, we had a good time, man. This is awesome.
This
Thanks
really
for
was.
bringing us on, dude. It was cool, man.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, a lot of new ideas. Got to do the Philly cheesesteak thing.
Yes.
You know what I mean? Throw it at random
Philly and
people.
Philly.
Get arrested. Yeah, man.
Yeah.
Get arrested.
Did when you guys come to Philly, tell me, like I'm definitely gonna take you to like the good spot for cheesesteaks.
Yeah,
Heck yeah, man.
we'll make that happen for real.
Sounds like a good time.
Definitely.
Yes,
Definitely.
sir. Yes, sir. But no, yeah. If everybody watching, make sure you just go and check out our podcast, man. Actors POV, a lot of fun stuff there. We're on TikTok as well. Actors POV Pod on TikTok, so go check that out. We do like little funny little clips on there from the pod
Logan
episodes.
puts a lot of time and effort into editing them, and
Nice.
maybe to the lazy viewer it might not seem like a lot, but damn, when you think about how much editing was done, man puts his quality time in there. So
I try.
Comment, little heart.
Yeah. Yeah, man, it's cool, but the podcast I think is seriously fun, and eventually, we were talking about this before we started recording. We want to bring on guests eventually too, so which is gonna be really, really cool. So make sure you guys follow us on Instagram, Actors POV, I think Pod, and then you can follow our personal Instagram. Just look up Brayden Noble and Logan Allen, and we should be popping up. And you guys can DM us there for any suggestions on movie reviews, on guests you want to see. Let's not say Adam Sandler. We can't get Adam on, or Jim Carrey. None of those dudes, but we can try to get somebody.
You could definitely get Rock.
Oh yeah. Imagine that, dude. Oh my God, I'd be flipping out, bro. Flipping out. But no. So if you guys have any suggestions, just let us know. What the Rock? Yeah, man.
It's funny too. Every time I've interviewed you, Logan, like I don't think we actually ever talked about any of the shows that you were in. We just talked about horror and music and
no, which is what I like about your little podcast that you do, man. Your videos, your interviews. It's not even really interviews. It's just kind of sitting down and talking, which is my favorite. Like I listen to maybe like 5 podcasts. Don't listen to a lot. But the ones I listen to, it's more of just kind of having conversations. Well, you know what I mean, about different topics, which is why when me and Brayden do our podcast, I try to make it as much of a conversation as I can. But since we're doing movie reviews, we got to kind of structure it a little bit. But that's the main thing. So that's why I love, watching yours, dude, is that, you make it more of a conversation, which is the best podcasts. That's what the best podcasts do out there. So good stuff on your part, dude. It's always fun to hop on here and just kind of just chat, just chat with a friend. That's all it is.
Definitely. Yes. It was really fun having you both on, and thank you again, guys, for taking time out of your Friday night and coming on the show.
Absolutely.
Yeah,
thank
man,
you for having us,
sure,
man.
dude. Yeah, thanks for having us on. Seriously, it's always fun to hop on here and talk with you, bro.
Definitely.
Yeah.
I was even holding this little guy too the whole time because I had to watch him.
Hey, Bubba, what's up? Cute, man, cute.
Yeah, that's my dog, and I had to have him in the room with me because no one could watch him.
Oh, wow.
I get that. Trust me, dude. I got a couple too, and they got to be right up on me. They
Yes,
got to be right up on me, man. It's great. But that's awesome. I love dogs, man. Dogs, bro.
Yeah, definitely. All right, guys. Again, thank you so much for doing this. I always love chatting with you both, and it's always fun.
Thank you so much. Yeah, we agree.
Thanks for having us on.
Definitely. So until next time.
Yeah.
Have a good night, and I will see you two in Philly when you come.
All right, we'll see you, bro.
Yeah.
Get those cheesesteaks ready. Get them ready, man. We're gonna go riot.
All right. Have a good one.
See you.
Bye.
Have a good one.